39 car of Mike Watts has pulled off of the lineup. Jerry, what's the problem?
Well, when he started the race, Bob, he pulled down pit road and suddenly he lost oil pressure, and the crew ran down to Mike's car and opened the hood and found out that the oil pump drive belt had come off. They put the belt back on. The oil pressure came back up, and he pulled back on the racetrack. And I guess the belt now, I'm told by the crew, has come back off, and so he has no oil pressure. So the guy who won the very first Discount Auto Parts 200 back in 1979.
That just causes the thing to run out of fuel in the corner.
So the caution is out at Daytona, and the field bunches up now for the restart. We have completed 12 out of 80 laps here this morning.
Well, the crew down here tells me the car number 16 has blown a motor. The engine just erupted out there on Monk Gulledge, and he's had to call it a day. And unfortunately, there have been a couple other cars or drivers who have had problems during this caution flag. The car number 71 on pit road, that is B.J. Mackey. The car was sputtering and missing. It came down and raised the hood, and there was fuel just spewing out of the carburetor like one of those fountains you see in front of those hotels out at the beach. Gasoline just spewing up in the air. They've taken the breather off, and apparently they're trying to figure out what the problem is for B.
Coming in for fuel, and it looks like the whole pack is coming in for gasoline. Here they come.
That's Hobgood, who was way up high, and you're right. Christian Elder just at the last minute decides he's going to pit. 65-mile-an-hour speed limit down pit road. Boy, I sure hope he got it woed down for that. Murray is in, so is Swaim, Huffman, and also the 54 car of Brian Sockwell, the blue one there at the end of that line.
He might have got a speeding ticket. What do you think, Kyle?
Yeah, he could have them. You saw the marks on pit road. It was just a couple that he passed it, sir.
Yeah. We do have a caution. It could be because of James Dent. He is slow out there. Was running 12, so James was doing a very fine job, but the car running very, very slowly. Away. Well, Elder hanging right in there.
Well, I tell you, Kyle, you're right. When they get side by side, they just seem like the cars stop.
Just absolutely. And you watch the Winston Cup guys and the Busch guys, they know that, and they've learned that, and you watch them, they'll drag a brake a little bit and just ease them behind somebody, because there's no need to be running side by side at this point.
There's Larry Caudle in the 77 car that they are putting another lap up. He's on. He's now 2 laps down in 26th.
Hey, you know, you got to have a partner. You got to get somebody to go with. Watch the Hobgoods.
Oh, we got a car upside down, rolling here in the trioval, and another car spinning.
That's Edward Howell in the 07.
Yes, it is. Or, well, we'll stand by for that.
Oh, I guess it. Oh, it's George Crenshaw. That's right. That's George Crenshaw in the 07. And he comes up and just gets a little bit loose. He goes across the racetrack, makes contact with Duchesne, and now he's going to just start flipping over. He got sideways, just started over and over. Looked like your dad back here in 1988, didn't it, Kyle?
Exactly. And the one good thing about this one, and my father's both wrecks, were that the car, even though the car was rolling, it never took a solid blow. It just continued to roll and dissipate energy as it went.
The real time, just showing you how quickly something like this can happen. Well, here is another significant development in our race. That is Will Hobgood on the back of a wrecker.
And there's some damage to the nose of the car, the underside of the nose, isn't it, Kyle?
Go back to green.
Mike Swaim, pole sitter, brings it down. Oh, we got some trouble already.
David Amy crashes, and several others bang into each other as they proceed down the racetrack. Not a serious situation, but it is a big mess and a lot of debris.
That's John Redmond there in the 45 car we saw, and the 63 car is sitting up against the wall, the black car of Paul Carr.
Andy Houston is also involved in the 30 car.
Looks like the 92 car of Eric Wilson, the gold and black car.
Well, this thing is going to have very few green laps with which to settle who is the winner.
And those two cars are hooked up and can't get unhooked.
Yep. Let's see what happened here as the green was coming out.
There we see David Amick. He's behind Darrell Murray. Amick is the blue car, followed by the black car. And all of a sudden, the black car Just runs into, I don't know if David came, it looks like something happened to Amy's car, because the 63 car just runs right in the back of him.
Several were able to get through, although some of those who did get through without hitting any body ran over debris.
Yes.
From the Bud 1 airship, who just became operable because of high winds earlier. Here it is from...
Yes, and he does.
Whoa!
Whoa! He's got Jake Hopgood up there helping him, and they're still trying to go 3 abreast.
Yeah, but again, as long as they stay side by side, there is no challenge for the lead. Up front, it is still Brian Sockwell and Christian Elder.
It's amazing. They started this race 78 laps ago, and they ran like this for the first 5 laps, and here we are down at the end of the same thing.
Scott Weaver is smoking. Let's see, he was a few laps down. Yeah, he was 1 lap down in 14th. Things have gone wrong for him here in the closing stages. The white flag is coming out. 1 more lap to go as they race off the banking and into the tri-oval. It's still Brian Sockwell leading and Christian Elder second, and the battle rages on for third.
I think these first 2 have pretty much got it in hand right now on the last lap. It's going to be, I'm not going to say impossible, because this is racing. It's impossible in racing. They could catch him, but it's very unlikely.
Yeah, it's too bad that those guys had to pull side by side and battle each other for the lead. If they'd have stayed in line, we might have had a 6-car freight train for the finish. As it appears, it's going to be 2 cars up front fighting for the lead and everybody else back for third spot. The question is, can Elder make any kind of a move on Sockwell here in the final corner? It doesn't appear so. There's about a car length and a half difference between first and second. The battle for third, fourth, fifth, and sixth comes to the line. Here they come off the corner. It looks like Brian Sockwell is going to win the Discount Auto Parts 200, and Christian Elder is second. I have no idea who finished third.
I think Daryl Murray beat him.
I think the 52 was third, right in there.
It was close.
So Brian Sockwell, this is for you. That's his number on his Legends car, for you.
The Cleaver Brooks Pontiac drives to victory lane at Daytona, and it is his first career NASCAR Goodies Dash victory.
Cleaver Brooks make big boilers for industrial applications. And they are in victory circle at Daytona International Speedway. Is this kid pumped, Kyle, or what?
He's pumped. I'm going to tell you, that whole crowd is pumped. I got a couple of guys that work for me that are over on the backstretch spotting for him. Billy Roach is spotting for him today, so I know they're all pumped on it.
The 1994 Legends National Champion heads for victory lane. Here's Bill Weber.